Welcome back to COD Mobile, everybody. Today we're back and we have a huge sneak peek coming your way for round-based zombie survival, perks, power-ups, and more in store for y'all, along with an official update from the Call of Duty mobile team about zombies and what's going on with its release date. So make sure you guys are staying tuned, pop some popcorn, because we got a keeper of a video in store for you guys that I think you are absolutely going to love. And before we hop into the video, I'm excited to announce we're going to be doing an 800 COD point giveaway on this video right here, right now. It's pretty simple to enter in on. Step one, make sure that you guys are subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. It's a great way to stay up to date with all the other Call of Duty mobile videos we're dropping about zombies, updates about the game, new stuff coming to the game, any and all that type of jazz, and of course future giveaways that we are doing on all future Call of Duty mobile videos as well. Step number 2, drop a like on the video, and step number 3, leave a comment down below letting me know your Call of Duty mobile username. And while you're at it, I don't know, let me know what your favorite breakfast cereal is, you know, because personally, you know that I'm chowing down on some Cocoa Puffs whenever I can, but that's not the point of the video. The point is, best of luck in the giveaway. And here we have the winner of the last Call of Duty mobile giveaway. If this is you, make sure to reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below, letting me know the best way that I can get in touch with you so I can hook you up with that code, Mr. Winner. So best of luck in the giveaway, and make sure that you guys are staying tuned for more Call of Duty mobile news, updates, and of course zombies whenever that comes out, because dude, when zombies comes out, I'm gonna be playing the bejesus out of it. And that's why I'm so excited about some of the stuff that we are gonna be dropping on your heads today. So prepare your brains, prepare your eyeballs, prepare your ear holes, do whatever you gotta do. We got some hype in store for you. So like I said, a lot of what we're going over today has to do with round-based zombie survival, the zombie mode that I think a lot of us are probably the most looking forward to, because that's the zombie experience we've grown to know and love, in addition to the additional zombie story mode and missions that Call of Duty Mobile Zombies is gonna have, which really makes this look like a promising mode. But a lot of us do want that classic endless round-based zombie survival that makes for a ton of fun just a countless amount of times. And today we got some perks, we got some power-ups, and we got more in store for you, along with, like I was saying, that official update from the Call of Duty mobile team. So let's begin with none other than some of the perks that have been found inside of the Call of Duty mobile game files. And by the looks of it, there's a little bit more than perks in this screenshot too, but that is the first thing that stood out when I was looking over this. And by the looks of it, we have a list of confirmed perks for the time being. So from this leak that was again found inside of the game files, it appears that we have a list of some of the perks that have been found inside of the game files. And well, there are some classics returning. Let's start going from left to right. The perks are going to be denoted by these kind of pentagon type things that have 5 sides in classic Call of Duty perk fashion. So starting on the left, we have Double Tap Root Beer 2, which is the better version of Double Tap, not like the earlier one from the earlier Call of Duties. Long story short, you shoot 2 bullets for every 1 bullet that exits your gun, and also your fire rate is increased when you do have this perk. So this is obviously going to be a good one, especially going into later rounds of zombies. A lot of us experienced zombie players probably know this by now, but definitely great to see this perk returning. It is one of the essential zombie ones. Next up, we have Speed Cola over here, which pretty much increases the speed of your reloads. If you follow me to the third one, we have Quick Revive, which allows you in cooperative to actually revive your friends significantly quicker, especially if there's zombies running after you. It's a great perk to have. And if you are in single player or solo mode, Quick Revive will actually, it's like a get out of jail free card. If you die, you actually get revived. I believe you can usually get the perk up to 3 times. So great to see this making a reappearance, especially for the solo players out there. After that, we have Electric Cherry, one of the, in the grand scheme of things, newer Call of Duty zombie perks in the Call of Duty zombie universe. This of course allows you every time that you reload your gun to have this giant just burst of electricity happen around you that hurts zombies and all sorts of jazz like that. So that appears to be making its reappearance. We also have Deadshot Daiquiri over here making its return, which increases headshot damage, shrinks your crosshairs, and whenever you aim in, it actually allows you to lock on instead of just like onto the general body. You will actually lock on like aim assist towards the head of a zombie, which is obviously very nice because headshot damage, especially with Deadshot Daiquiri, does bonus damage. Over here, a Stamina Soda, which pretty much gives you extra stamina. I'm I'm pretty sure that you run like slightly faster with this perk as well, but the huge draw of this perk is that you can run for significantly longer than before, so great to see that making its return. And none other than the iconic, the must-have Juggernog over here, which allows you to take more hits before you get downed by zombies. This is one of the most essential perks ever introduced in Call of Duty Zombies, so great to see that Call of Duty Mobile is going to be having it. And these perks are just further reinforcing the survival mode that we've had a lot of leaks already pointing to, because perks in the current mission structure and story mode that was available in the alpha footage that, for example, you guys are seeing in the background over here, there's not really much of a point for these because you're just playing missions for like a couple of minutes. You can't like just buy these from perk machines and stuff like that, so this is a great sign for the endless survival mode in addition to some of the other leaks that we've been seeing. And out of all of these perks, I'm hyped to see Electric Cherry actually showing up in here, because it is definitely one of the newer perks. A lot of these, besides Deadshot Daiquiri and the Electric Cherry, were definitely more classical perks and the updated double tap, but it's great to see some of the newer perks are coming as well. And personally, I'm really excited for Electric Cherry, and I mean, personally, double tap and Juggernog are going to be freaking dope as well. Let me know which of these perks you guys are personally the most excited for, because I mean, obviously there's some essentials like the Juggernog. I'm not saying which one's the best perk, I'm saying which one are you guys excited to see actually being added into Call of Duty Mobile here. So that's some great stuff. And over here we are also seeing a couple of other elements, like this plus sign with this like revive thing over here, which honestly looks like a revive symbol. If one of your teammates gets downed, it looks like this is the button that you will tap to start reviving them. There's a couple of other what appear to be UI elements, like elements of the overlay, the zombie overlay. Here we got a couple of circles that appear to be faded out and faded in. And speaking of circles, we also have a couple of circular, what looks like abilities over here. And these things actually line up very nicely with what we are going to be talking about next, because I was trying to break down exactly what these might be. And as I continue doing that, a bell, it was getting rung in my head. These could very well be the Gobblegums that we're gonna be getting, because Gobblegums are confirmed to be in the game. We're gonna be breaking this down in the very next thing we're looking at, and it's gonna be a huge thing to look at, by the way. Lol. It's gonna be a big thing to look at though, but these do appear to be some sorts of Gobblegums or something like that, because they are circular, and we have seen Gobblegums in the past, usually represented by circular icons similar to this. And I mean, these do look like the icons we could see out of a Gobblegum. They don't really look like any perks that we know of. They don't look like abilities that we'd be able to use, or like skills, like operator skills in the multiplayer, because there is gonna be something similar to that in Call of Duty Zombies as well. We're gonna be breaking that down in a future video, so make sure you guys are staying tuned, because there will be more videos about zombies and all sorts of Call of Duty stuff coming out, like I was saying. But in the meantime, it appears that we have 4 icons over here representing some sorts of Gobblegums, one with a bullet, one with a person, one with a gun, and one with a whole ton of bullets that probably represent a wide variety of abilities. And then a lot of overlay elements that are a lot smaller in scale, a couple coming in yellow and a couple coming in blue. But that for the most part wraps up what we have over here. But here we have the Gobblegum machine itself. This is actually inside of the game files, as you guys can see over here on the left in the ZM_SUMPF, which is the survival mode folder. We have seen this tag in some other leaks, and this of course is pointing towards the survival mode and survival elements. And by the looks of it, it appears that the survival mode is going to be having the classic Gobblegum machine included with it. Here we have a skin of that Gobblegum machine, or like some textures for it. And here we have a model of the Gobblegum machine. This is literally what the texture looks like, what it's assembled, and oh my god, I cannot wait to be buying me some dang Gobblegums out of this. But this is what it should be looking like in game once it's available. The back of it is a little bit missing, likely because this is going to be placed up against a wall, right? But nonetheless, we have this awesome look at the front of it, and dude, this is looking nice, and definitely an exciting thing, especially for the survival side of things, since we know this to be taking place in the survival side. But they also, the leakers, were able to find these 2 coins over here that are some sort of textures that had to do with this gobblegum machine, but they weren't sure what it is, and I wonder if maybe these are coins we somehow need to find throughout playing Call of Duty Zombies. Maybe like we find them in maps. Maybe this is going to be the point currency in a survival game that allows us to purchase things like the gobblegums, for example. But regardless, these two over here have something to do with the gobblegum machine, and we are not sure what, but definitely some exciting stuff with the gobblegum machine. If any of you guys have any ideas what these two could be, I would love to hear that. It'd be awesome to maybe scheme up and come together as a community to figure out what we can, given all of this amazing info that we have had leaked out, and even these models being assembled. Like, huge shouts out to Stealth Bubble, a big leaker in the community who's been doing some awesome stuff before leaking the two last things that we were looking at, which is the skin of the gobblegum machine and also those perks and stuff. And huge shouts out to Simski for putting this together and modeling it as a 3D model, because like, bro, this is amazing. And Billy Mays here. There's more. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the power-ups that have been found inside of the Call of Duty mobile game files as well for zombies. These are the power-ups. These are the pickups that we're literally going to be able to pick up throughout the course of a Call of Duty Mobile Zombies game. Some of them should look pretty familiar to you, so let's break down the more familiar ones, and none is more familiar than this thing right here. Max ammo. Upon picking it up, it will replenish all of your ammo stores. Insta kill makes every one of your bullets a one-shot kill. This one looks to be a little bit new. We'll break down some of these newer ones and what they are likely to mean here in a second. A fire sale, which spawns all the mystery boxes around the map, and each of them only cost 10 points to open. Great chance to try and get some better loot, and especially some wonder weapons. This looks to be a little bit on the newer side. The nuke, which blows up and pretty much just kills all zombies on the map. Some sort of a key, some sort of a syringe, and then the 2x double EXP pickup multiplier to double your points for a limited amount of time. Now, there are some more interesting pickups that aren't conventional zombie pickups. Over here on the left, we have what appears to be a coin with a couple of bullets coming down on it. This isn't an exact replica, but it does remind me of the death machine pickup that allows you to pick up the freaking death machine, you know, that massive minigun, and mow down some enemies. So maybe this will be something similar. Maybe it'll be, instead of the death machine, the scythe, for example, since we do have the scythe in multiplayer matches. But that's like the first thing that comes to mind when I see this thing. Over here, we have what appears to be a bullet with an infinity symbol. I could see this being a limited time bottomless clip type effect where you have infinite ammo and you don't need to reload when you pick this up. If we go over here, this bullet with an explosion, maybe explosive bullets or something like that. These are definitely what appear to be new power-ups, which is actually really freaking exciting, that we're not just going to be getting old classic power-ups, but that they are making entirely new content by the looks of it as well for some of this stuff. Definitely love to see it. And then over here, these two are a little bit more on the interesting side. A key and a syringe. We actually kind of saw a syringe a little bit earlier over here with what appears to be the revive icon, and well, then it makes its reappearance over here as well. I wonder if these two might be connected, and maybe for a certain game mode, or if for survival, you got to pick up these power-ups in order to like revive your teammates or something. That'd be an interesting twist on zombies. Definitely not as conventional. I'm not saying it's confirmed, but I am saying that there's an interesting connection between this syringe over here and what we were looking at a little bit earlier. And then the key might be to open something somewhere. I'm not really sure if we maybe got to find keys in order to open doors or something, or there's also the chance that maybe this key and this syringe won't even strictly be for survival zombies. Maybe they'll be available in missions and stuff that we have to go pick up to progress in some of the mission and story chapters. So a little bit open to interpretation there. And finally, a word from the official Call of Duty mobile team about zombies, what's been going on with it. As we know, they were very much so teasing it to come with Halloween. There was a community update that they released leading up to Halloween where they're like, oh, there's a major event that we're dying, in quotes, to share, largely hinting towards Call of Duty Mobile Zombies, but that hasn't really come out, and here's a little bit of an update from them. Zombies is still coming. Good news. Hang tight. It would have been great to have it tied to Halloween, but it just isn't ready yet, and we aren't going to give you all something that isn't ready to play. So little bit of a heartbreaker to hear that it is not quite yet ready, but it's good to hear that they didn't just release something just to release it early. Like it's kind of good to hear that they are waiting and that they are going to be developing this all the way that they can, making it as good as they can, and ultimately releasing it when it's ready. And by the sounds of this update, it sounded like they were originally gunning for Halloween, so I have to imagine that it's not far off, because like they said, it would have been great to have it be tied to Halloween. So like I think that they were originally aiming for that, but maybe some last second bugs or something popped up. But with that in mind, I have to imagine that Call of Duty Mobile Zombies is indeed close to completion, and given that, I can't imagine that it's too far off, and we do have a pretty major date coming up, that of course being the start of Season 2 of Call of Duty Mobile in general. That should be coming around the 24th / the 25th of November. That gives them about 3.5 weeks from now, from when they were originally aiming to have it in the Halloween update, which I think gives them a pretty nice buffer for hopefully fixing up whatever delayed them from what appears to be their original goal of Halloween. So definitely some encouraging news to hear over here, and I think it is alluding still towards that Season 2 start date. I went over this a little bit more in the last Call of Duty Mobile Zombies video, but long story short, with something as major as zombies coming out, it's likely to be tied in with a major event. Halloween would have been major, and really the next major event that we have coming up is Season 2 beginning, and the start of a new season is actually a great time to add in a new game mode, especially because that game mode is probably going to have like tasks in the battle pass associated with it. Like we'll probably have zombie tasks that we need to do, so it makes sense to start putting those tasks in a brand new battle pass. So definitely a couple of signs pointing towards it. It gives them a good amount of buffer from this original Halloween date that it looks like they were aiming for, and I mean, it's not too far off, so I just want me some dang zombies, man. That's the moral of the story. But that about wraps it up for the information that we got in store for y'all today about zombies and some updates from the Call of Duty Mobile official team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys are subscribed with that notification bell hit to stay in the loop for more Call of Duty Mobile Zombies. Any news about it, gameplay itself when it comes out, we're gonna be doing all sorts of crazy zombie stuff. Not to mention just updates and news about Call of Duty Mobile in general. Whenever anything new comes out to the game, we're trying to check it out. Any events, any items, all that type of jazz, we're trying to stay on top of, so stay tuned. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that like button and comment down below with your username and I don't know, your favorite cereal or whatever you want to comment to enter you in on today's giveaway. Winner will be announced in the next Call of Duty Mobile video, and another giveaway will be coming your way, so stay tuned. And I can't wait to continue giving back to you guys and getting hyped for some of the awesome stuff coming our way. But that's gonna wrap it up for me for now. Thank you guys, old son, for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.